Brandon Cooks to 99 and backyard breaks. If you guys have been in the hobby a while, and I mean a while as in like pre-COVID, you'll know the story of Brandon Cooks to 99. It's a guy who was running a break online and he basically stole some cards and he kept repeating Brandon Cooks 99, Brandon Cooks 99 as he stole a redemption off the camera. The guy was basically banned by the community. The community banned him. I don't think he broke again. I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea. Maybe he's out there today doing something. I have no clue. Reason I bring this story up is that the community banned him. The community did not use him anymore. The word got out he could not fill a break. No one would go buy from him because the community banned him. The platform didn't ban him. At the time, I think he was on, I don't know, Breakers TV or YouTube. They didn't even know what the hell he was doing. I say that because today we have backyard breaks. And what we don't have today is a strong community. I know you don't want to hear this. You're all going to tell me how great the community is, but it's not. It's really The Walking Dead. There's no community. There's no cohesion. We don't rally around each other. We tear each other apart. We look for opportunities to point out flaws in each other. And there's more saber rattling, in my opinion, for attention than there is actual call to action. If you want a call to action, then simply stop buying from backyard breaks. Stop filling their damn breaks. If you can't fill their breaks, they're going to have to lower their prices. If they lower their prices, they won't make as much money, and they'll therefore have market concerns and challenges. This is the normal way a free market imposes a market boycott or market decided decision on ethics. The challenge the hobby has is again, we don't have any cohesion, we don't have any memory. So a few months from now, as new people come into the hobby, and I believe there are a lot new people coming in the hobby. Like I think I'd love to see the numbers in this. I think there's probably 3 to 4 for every one person leaving the hobby coming in, and they don't stay long. But when they come in, they have no idea. There's no central system of here's where bad scammers are. I could get into a story on that. I giggle because the scammers board has been corrupted as well. There's no central repository. There's no trusted association that kind of registers or ranks these people that we interact with. The hobby is riddled with bad actors. I don't know if this will ever change. I've been here a while and I'm very, very skeptical. I'm also going to play devil's advocate here, and I'm going to specifically talk to Denny Cards. Denny, you've been ranting and ranting and ranting and ranting about boycott whatnot and boycott all the platforms that deal with backyard and blah, 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 blah. And I've seen other people say the same thing. But I'm going to go out here on a limb and go, what about the 99, 90, let's even say 50 employees that are good people that work for Backyard Breaks who make a living there? They should just have their career, their livelihood, everything decimated, and they should be shut down because of the actions of one bad apple, one really bad apple, who did not, by the way, break any laws. Again, the only law broken is one that's an ethical law, one that you, the consumer, decide. And that is there's so many interesting spots here, guys. Um, Backyard Breaks could easily rebrand itself tomorrow. Go dark for a few days, come back as Front Yard Breaks. And would anybody care? If you never saw Grant again, but he was sitting in the back room counting his dollars, what if one of their investors bought Grant out and it's owned by some totally different company? Would that make a difference? Right? I think this idea of let's go attack the platforms who are hosting this. Let's go after. We cannot. And here's what I think it is. Here's what I think it is with the younger generation. You want instant impact. If a store does something wrong, you don't want the community to say and judge a store and go, hey, that's a bad store, man. I'm not going to go there anymore. You want to go turn the store's power off, take away their ability to flush their toilet, you want to cancel everything around the store and choke it off. That is not, that's what I refer to as cancel culture versus market driven. I don't know what the word, I think I wrote it down here, but market adapted. Okay, the market adapts over some time. It takes a little time, but the word we get out, hey, dude, I'm not using backyard anymore. Let me ask you this, guys. You know Platinum Breaks still breaks cards? Yeah. Like backyard breaks is not going to go anywhere. You might hit their popularity. They'll have a scar on their face for a long time. People will talk about that. But I'm sorry to say, I don't see that change coming. And I'll go on to this because I don't want to go into this in this video, but part of the problem is, guys, there is There's no, like I said, there's no central system. There's no real punishment. There's no real organization in the hobby. It's not even a regulation thing, right? I mean, what are they going to do? Regulate? It's a very, very touchy topic. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Again, not defending. Again, personally, when I heard, I'm like, that's fucking awful. The guy's a fucking idiot. He'll regret that a lot. He'll regret it in the future more than he actually will now. Because in the future, when he actually has children, he goes, dude, that what the fuck was I thinking? I mean, it's just awful. And I also really want to commend somebody else. I heard Alex on Sports Card Madness. I applaud her for saying all these guys who keep coming out and go, well, I'm a father of a daughter. I'm a father of a daughter. Dude, you just have to be a fucking human being. Honestly, you shouldn't have to be a father or a man. You should just have to be a human being and go, that is fucked up. What the fuck was that? Tune out. Now, if you wanted to post it and clip it and watch the fires burn, that's great. I think a lot of us are enjoying that. But I keep seeing their streams fill. All right. I keep seeing them having breaks. They're not going away anywhere. Right. And I don't give a damn about whatnot and what whatnot does. We knew what whatnot was before. Right? Did you think like again, I think here's part of the problem. I think if whatnot were to ban them, they might have to legally fight them. I know that I saw that clause in there, but I don't know. I'm not a lawyer and I just find it fucked up. Second point I want to make out, guys, what I really find interesting is all the goddamn hate towards breakers. And I really should do this a separate video because I want to point out how I applaud the fact that this was done live because that's what breakers do, man. They're on camera live. Now, maybe some of them need to realize this, but it's the one part of the industry where we keep a camera on all the damn time. When breaks are going on, there's one, two, three cameras going on in the room. People want to know what's going on. Why? And it's funny, this breaking mentality of seeing what's happening, although you could sit through 20 hours of stream with a breaker one night to get maybe 5 minutes of actual excitement in the 20 hours. But it's that ability that we have to applaud about the breaking community. If that guy was sitting at a card shop with a bunch of friends, sorting some cards, ripping some packs, and said that, no one would hear that. Very few people would care. I guarantee you the people sitting on the table, maybe two or three walk out of the room and go, did you hear what Frank said? Holy shit, what was he thinking? Da, da, da. I'm not going back to that shop. But only a few. And maybe they responded to someone else. No one's going to care. Believe it, it's hearsay. But when some idiot's on the camera live and he says something like that, well, you got it there, right? If he had stolen the pack, we've seen that. Bandon Cook's the 99. If you're stealing the goddamn card, dude, the community should take and did take action. So I find it ironic that people are, again, instead of commending and applauding the fact that, hey, thank goodness the breaker community is able to see this. Thank goodness the breaker community can respond, can react. Again, I to me, this is a black and white thing, man. They should just go out of business because no one should be buying from them. I really believe that. I really feel like they should go out of business because they'd be like, I'm not shopping anymore, man. That's a bad store. I'm not going to go in there anymore. But I'm so skeptical of I believe this Walking Dead like community. If somebody's sitting there going, well, you think I can get a good deal on the commanders now? They have, and I've heard so many people talk about they've had so many strikes against them. I agree, and I'll say this too. This is one of the things that I think our hobby has gotten out of hand in the last 5 years. There's so many of you woke influencers out there who are like, oh my God, I can't believe this has happened. Oh my God. Guys, guys, shit like this has been happening for a long time in the hobby. We just got it on camera from one of the biggest younger voices in the hobby, so it resonated amongst you. So you're hearing it, right? But dude, come on. Let's go on. My last quick comment I'm going to end on, and again, I don't know if you guys are going to make it this far into my videos. Dude, the last comment that I realized in this whole fucking debacle, dude. You guys hate Jeff Wilson. Yeah, I mean, Jeff made some shitty comment. It wasn't a good one. Oh, I heard what they said. It was really bad. I condemn it, but I hope they make up for it and applaud them for moving forward. Right? Whatever the fuck he said. I don't know. It was weak. It was weak. It's one of those political gestures. I'll just say this too. Let me say this also real quickly. The video I just saw between Sports Card Radio and Jeff, where Jeff makes a video saying there's these brothers out there with these fake Rolexes who are going for, I forget what else he says, fake Rolexes. who can't keep a job or something like that. That to me felt fixed. It felt set up. Jeff, you're not a stupid man. Tried to sue these guys at one point. They're not fake. The Rolexes they have aren't fake. It's too easy for them to come. I don't know. This whole thing just made me really think that was just weird. But let me go back to this. Maybe that's why, Jeff, you're like, I think you're like a lightning rod to just attention in the hobby. I used to think you're like a lighthouse protecting, but that is not the fucking case, dude. You are crashing ships all over the beach, dude. You're more like a lightning rod. Okay, anyway, my point to this, though, is that I want to applaud, as I often do, because I'm one of the only motherfuckers dumb enough to do this, applaud Jeff Wilson for at least making a statement. All of you guys out there bitching and complaining, Denny Cards, Denny, you playing? Did you make it this far? If you did, Denny, I'm impressed. Denny Cards, you're complaining about who's taking action. Jeff's the only one who came out and said anything. Whatnot hasn't said anything, right? None of the manufacturers, although I don't think they should. I mean, what are they supposed to say? We condemn the fact that some breaker was sitting there talking on live about some shit that we don't want to talk about. Yeah, why would they talk about it? But I will say, at least Jeff said something. I'll tell you, here's a good example. You're not catching, I haven't heard the Chase, it's a David Adams show, talk about it. I didn't hear Go to GTS, the distributor. I didn't hear them talk about it. And I don't think a lot of people will. Again, this is all you guys beating the drum. I think stop beating it at the shops, at the suppliers, and beat it at the buyers. The buyers. See what I'm saying? And then make note of this. It is February 1st. 6 months from now, we'll come at the national will be over. Less than 6 months from now. Where is Backyard Breaks? Have a great day, guys.